Phil and Steve Mayer became one of the most famous sibling acts in Olympic history when they won gold and silver back in 1984. But now there's another family duo training here in Alaska that's starting to make a name for themselves on skis.
Strong work ethic. You know, for cross-country skiing, it's not the most popular sport, and there's a lot of time that you're spending out in the mountains, you know, alone, putting in the hours, or out on the pavements, you know, smashing your poles into the ground, and nobody's watching. But in order to be the best, you have to, you know, we're training somewhere between 700 and 1,000 hours each year.
Erik and Sadie Bjornsen have been working non-stop since May 1st. Skiing, running, weight training, and skiing some more.
It's starting to feel like winter is coming, so a lot of drive in the head, knowing that, you know, just a few months until Pyeongchang.
Erik and Sadie grew up in northern Washington, in Winthrop.
There's a pass that goes over to Seattle, and that shuts down in the winter, so we get pretty secluded in the winter, and you know, it's just the locals, but yeah, I mean, it's the best place in the world.
The siblings started skiing at the age of 3. Their oldest sister and parents skied, so it was just something they did as a family.
Everything was sort of a competition, so naturally we evolved into these athletes that were showing up to races as a family. My parents would throw us in the Suburban, and we would take trips to Snoqualmie Pass, or, you know, all the way into Oregon, to Bend, Oregon, and it was always just this fun family adventure.
After a successful youth career, the Liberty Bell High grads headed north. First Sadie, then Erik spent a year at the University of Alaska before enrolling at Alaska Pacific University, where there's a strong Nordic ski program. Under the watchful eye of two-time Olympic coach Erik Flora, the Bjornsens would begin to flourish on the international stage.
We operate this team like a family. We're together countless hours during the year. We live together in camps. We travel on the road together. So to have a brother and sister where, you know, they bring a good energy to the group is absolutely, it's been fantastic.
In 2014, Erik and Sadie both made their first Olympic team.
I mean, it's an amazing feeling to represent your country, and I mean, especially when it comes around to the Olympics and everybody's watching.
When you're representing Team USA, you're representing every single building block that got you there, and it's pretty cool.
Now 27, Sadie is at the top of her game. This year she medaled at her first World Championships. 26-year-old Erik also had his best finish at Worlds this year. But it hasn't always been easy for the Bjornsens. Injuries and seclusion from family can make life hard for an Olympic athlete, but Erik and Sadie do have a sibling advantage.
Well, you know, when we have the hard times, it's really easy to bounce ideas off her and be like, you know what, I'm really struggling right now, like, what's going on? She's like, whoa, 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 relax, relax. You're doing just fine. And then it's like, okay, maybe, that's right.
It's nice, just like during those tough times, sometimes you need to let out some of that negative energy, and you never want to do that with your teammates or your coaches or whoever it is. And so to have family around to sort of, you know, release that and then talk through it and then find a way to jet out of there, it's really unique, and I often feel like it's one of the secrets to success for me.
From the trails to the gym to the mountaintops, Erik and Sadie are motivated to make a second trip to the Olympics.
We don't ever really stop, and so we are focused every day, twice a day, and not only during training, it's the recovery, it's the way that you're living, sleeping a lot at night. You know, you give up a lot, but the reward is amazing.
Let's go! Hup, hup.
In Alaska, with photojournalist Andy Wallace, I'm Chris Egan. King 5 Sports.